I wish I could give a lot of specifics. I can't. But when I heard that, and I was not in that legislative process, I've not been in the legislature at this point, I thought it was absolutely disastrous. You cannot tax a state into prosperity. You cannot tax businesses into prosperity. I believe in the slogan of the Tea Party, we're taxed enough already. And for me, my standard is, if folks in Baton Rouge can't manage the money, they don't need to punish the businesses because of their financial handling. And that's kind of the stand I take on things. If the folks in Baton Rouge can't put the budget together, and I believe we don't have a problem with income. We've got enough income. We have a problem with spending. We have a problem with people that are sponsoring programs, they don't have a financial ability to keep the program going. We need to have that kind of financial, if you're going to put a program before me, show me how we're going to finance it without taxing. The more we tax businesses, the more we hurt businesses, the more we bring down the economy. I am a firm believer in the more profit a business can make, the more that's going to generate for the government as well. But you can't do that by taxation at all. I also believe that we've got programs that are draining the system. Though I firmly believe in helping the poor, I believe that we need to have a program where anybody on welfare needs to be tested for drugs. If they can't pass a drug test, they don't get a welfare check because we don't need to be buying their drugs for them, which is exactly what would be happening. I also believe in some of the programs that they are putting up north, where if you are receiving a check, you've got to put in some volunteer work or something. It's amazing how their welfare rolls have played down because people weren't willing to come to work. On the other hand, I don't want to badmouth the poor in any way. There are people out there who need help. Yes, we need to help them. I spent years working with the handicapped. But even the handicapped that we worked with had jobs. They were producers. They might not have produced what somebody who was not handicapped could produce, but they could produce. So specifically, as much as I can at this point, that taxation, $600,000, was unexcusable. Now, I wasn't there. I wasn't in the debates. But we cannot help the state to prosper by hurting the people that are bringing in the prosperity. We've got to give people the opportunity to prosper. That will bring up the income for the state as a whole. And one thing that I am going to say specifically, if it comes up, okay, if you want to bring taxes, let's tax those of us that are in the state capital first, so we won't look like a bunch of hypocrites putting our financial irresponsibility off on somebody else. We need to shoulder, the people that are responsible for the problem need to shoulder the problem. And if our politicians are responsible, if we're the ones that are responsible, then we need to be the first ones to be the burden of shouldering it, not putting it off on someone else.